Bada bing, bada boom. Hashtag I aim for the moon. Flashback, I zoom to the zoom and you're blocking the view. Can't see the
right, third time's the charm.
Because somebody here, I don't know how they managed to do this.
It's the computer. It's so
computer.
like.
I blame the computer.
Okay.
No, I don't blame the computer.
Okay, let me just explain what happened, right? So we filmed this twice already, but I forgot to hit record on the podcast recorder or whatever. I'm just gonna call it that. Audacity. I forgot to hit record on Audacity, so we were just talking and it was never picking up any audio. But anyway, third time's the charm. We've got this. The very first podcast. The very first podcast of Piece of Kake Podcast with my co-host.
Young boy, young coast.
Young coast.
You know how we do it.
And we're joined here, go ahead.
By young Matti Rowe.
Matti Rowe.
He's Matti Rowe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I always say Matti Rowe, but it's Matti.
Yeah, whatever.
It's actually Matti Rowe, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we call him Matti Rowe. Anyway, so
follow him on social media.
Shameless plug. Anyway, so I just want to explain why I'm starting this podcast for the third time, guys. So I do a daily vlog, which is called FML, Fuck My Life, and Filming My Life.
Feed my life.
And so I just want to explain stuff that we do on the vlogs, and some people might understand like some inside jokes that I have with like Clement or Amara or like anyone that's in the vlog, or like you've been in the vlog sometimes. So
only sometimes. How do you feel about that betrayal?
I don't know, man. I think we need to like up the standard.
Yeah.
It's
called season 2 is coming. Season 2 is still coming.
You get this bread.
So basically on this podcast we're just gonna talk about the vlog for one, college life, college advice, relationship advice, hot topics in college, starting a YouTube channel, starting business in college, pop culture. Sorry, go on.
And a lot of serious issues that we need to address as young academics.
True. Right? No, that's true. I make a lot of jokes about that kind of stuff,
but like we need to be serious about
like rent and whatever, and like people going on like, oh, college is this and that, but actually when. Well, it's just for another day, guys. For another day, and then some like world news, like what's going on in the news and whatever. So just today, we're just gonna start off real slow.
All right.
Because
we had about like 4 head starts.
I'm gonna ask. So I'm just gonna ask you about your week and what's good. Like, how do you feel about being 2 weeks deep into college, nearly 3? So
it feels like I've been here for almost about like 4 months, because I don't know what's wrong with just like this second week, but it's been.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle of college. It's like there's no concept of time. It's just all. No.
I'm not gonna lie though. I was hyped the very first day.
Yeah,
we came back like classes.
I was excited.
The classes weren't that deep.
No, it wasn't.
Like I suppose it was just setting up, but like there was not much going on. I was like getting proper vlog footage, hyped to get up in the morning,
full of energy, excited.
Yeah. And then week 2 started. Man's like, bro, what is this? Like,
and you're commuting as well.
I'm commuting,
That's
like
extra early, man.
6 o'clock. Well, 6:30. Sorry, 6:30.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. And then I'm editing the vlog the night before, so I probably get to sleep at like 1. Yeah.
And like be up at 5.
No, I'd be up at 5:30. But like I scheduled the vlog,
right?
So I do everything, like put the thumbnail, everything,
yeah.
And then have the vlog
up and ready.
Go up itself at 7.
Yeah, okay. So
I'm not worried about that anymore, because I would not be able to function at that time like properly. So like you're not. What's your timetable like?
It's right. On my first week, it was golden. Right, it was just golden.
Same.
That's how they drag you.
That's exactly. It's a cult. It's a cult we paid to join. And then my second week came about, and it was just, it's horrendous. I don't want to be here anymore.
You're meant to be in class right now, actually.
Yeah, I'm meant to be in class, but I'm just not gonna go to it. I can do it all at home.
But that lecture you have, he's really sound though. Actually, I had him last year for CCD, like the collaborative thing. So Mari, what about you? What's good?
Just working at the minute, man. College didn't work out, so now I'm just kind of looking about, seeing what to do. I'm working in Super Value at the minute.
Yeah.
You've been there for 5 years, as we were saying,
5
like
years,
2 times ago.
Yeah.
Is it like higher pay or?
No, when I started off when I was 16, I was literally.
You've been working in the same place since you were 16.
Yeah,
Really, you've been you've been eager,
that
eager to work as supervisor.
Bro's trying to take over as supervisor, make his own chain. Go on.
Yeah, no, and I don't know, like the pay has just been going like gradually up every year, like until you come to 21, and then no more.
No more.
Really,
No
just
more.
stops.
We won't give you any more. There's nothing extra.
You don't have to tell us, but do you want to say how much you get? Or
Yeah, man, that's fine. Yeah, I get minimum wage. So what is that like? It's just what, like 10.50?
10.50, oh,
yeah.
jeez,
Nah, to be honest,
Yeah.
Like I could get that off my like granny for doing the grass,
Yeah,
whatever.
could
Like,
you?
just,
Honestly,
yeah,
could you? And
literally
you get
washing
dinner-
the
you
window,
get dinner
like
out of it as
yeah,
well, like.
free dinner, free sweets, whatever I want. Like.
Oh wow, it must be nice having fun.
Right, so I just want to introduce. There's two segments I'm going to introduce like throughout the podcast sometimes, and one of them is the hot topic of the week, kind of like hot topic of the month, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And what's going on right now is obviously Area 51
And
and Mario Kart.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, Mario
Okay.
Mario
yeah.
Kart. So,
On mobile.
Matt, you were saying, because we filmed this already, you were saying that you didn't know that Mario Kart.
I did
was-
not know Mario Kart was coming to mobile.
It's out already.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry,
like-
but
yeah.
I just wasn't keeping up to date.
Oh,
And
He's
it's
too
like
busy with real life
Real
problems.
life
real life
problems,
problems,
Work.
paying bills, car NCT'd,
worst.
rough problems.
I'm sorry for your loss, man.
Yeah, I know.
What do you think of Mario Kart? I saw you playing earlier
Yeah,
on. You were
yeah.
like,
He was like,
I was like, bro, what's that? Man? It's like, I just came second.
now,
was
like,
like-
yo, bro, it's really intense. Like, it's just, I want the first place trophy every time. All the time. I don't care who I'm playing against. My grandma, my auntie, my sister, my girl.
niece.
I don't give a damn. I'm coming first.
Yeah, you'll cover their eyes if you have to.
If they get salty, that's their problem. I don't
Yeah.
care. I got that first place trophy. That's all that matters to me.
Right. Okay. So I just want to talk about, is college still worth it? What do you think?
I'm man, you go first.
From someone who's not in college right now, I think college is definitely worth it.
Definitely,
Yeah.
100%.
I just think like if you're looking to do like I don't know, there's plenty of places outside of college that you can like I don't know get in any kind of education. But I think like if you're looking to get into the fast track, I think like college, do well, get
Yeah.
some good grades. I don't know. That's just it. That's coming from someone who's not in college right now.
For
I'm
like,
looking to go
for
back.
those of you who don't know, Maddie dropped out of college last year, like
Midway last year.
midway last year. Wasn't
midway
it?
last year. Yeah, I was repeating a few modules from the previous year, and it was just I wasn't living up. Things were different. I was driving up and down. I don't know. I just lost interest, and that was it.
Yeah, I get you. What do you think then?
Me, see,
Because
it's-
you're in college, like,
yeah,
still. So.
yeah. Like it's a mixed bag basically.
Yeah.
It's more like if you're like academically smart,
Mm.
it's a go ahead basically. But like if you struggle like learning from like reading materials and stuff, it's gonna be a hard situation.
Yeah,
for
very
you to do.
true.
Like unless your course is like mainly like practical,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our course is mainly practical in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's a
But
few.
like there's also like a lot of theory.
Yeah, there
like
is-
this year
there's-
basically,
yeah.
a lot of theory where if you don't pass that module, you'll have to repeat second year,
True. That's
which is like that's basically like it's a roadblock.
I don't
basically for you.
recommend it. Second year is tough enough.
Yeah, so, yeah, second year is tough. Second year is a big jump from first year.
Yeah,
because
because
Last
like the
year-
mood just changed completely.
Little life hack, actually. Let me tell you a story. Like last year, like we got our timetable. So obviously, I came in late to college as well because I didn't even know we started. Like my
Yeah.
dumbass didn't know we started. But anyway,
Missed the whole induction week, man.
yeah, I missed the
Guess they're
whole.
not recording the mics.
Yeah, so like anyway, like we got the set timetable. Like this is what it's gonna be for the rest of the semester.
Yeah.
So I got it and I looked at it. I was like, right, okay. So I this is the whole week I've been to all these classes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, right, I've been to all these classes, right? So blah blah blah. So I took out all the classes that you weren't mandatory and all the classes that were lectures with like all the other classes in it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like all the like, let's say you're doing film, you're doing communications,
Yeah.
and I'm doing
Theater.
theater, yeah. And we're all in the one class. I'm like, yeah, no lecture's gonna know that I'm not missing from there. So I took out all them, and I managed to bring my total hours of my timetable to 7 hours a week. this year isn't too bad. I brought down to 12, but like anyway, we'll drop. I managed to take away Wednesdays completely, but yeah, that's a little life hack for you. Anyway, little college life hack. For me anyway, I don't know. I think college is very hit and miss. A lot of people just go to college just because their parents want them. Or just for the sake. Yeah. But it's actually very expensive. Like it's not.
It's very expensive.
It's not something you can just do. You
can't just jump into it. Like you need to have. Sorry.
Yeah. There you go. Apologies.
You do need money starting off in college. You need spending money. You need like rent money. You need like fund money or fees and etc. Like there's plenty. You know, you just can't like jump straight into it unless you're like a mature student or you're getting the grant. I never.
Yeah.
I mean,
like it's way easier for, I would say,
even with the grant as well. Like it kind of like really, like it's slow basically.
Yeah.
But like the grant for me is different from the grant for you. Like, what'd you get? Like 100?
Last year I got like 135.
And this year?
This year I'm getting like 200 something.
I get 650.
See, there's
the reason
it must be nice.
I'm not gonna
must be nice being rich.
I'm not gonna lie, like my family doesn't need it, but the only reason we do have it is because like I'm in foster care, so you're just automatically granted it. Yeah. Like, which is I'm not saying it's unfair or anything, but I don't have a dad. I'm joking. I'm not saying it's unfair, but like I can see with other people who like work like yourself, or what's his name? I can't even remember his name. But he there's a friend of mine that he works like 2 jobs just to kind of put himself through college, and like he took out a loan as well. Fair. So like it's a lot.
That's some next level. Like that's really eager.
It's a lot. So like people say, "Oh man, you're rich," but the only reason I'm rich is because I'm getting like the money off like Susie.
I completely agree with that. Like
I do honestly feel bad sometimes. Like if I'm with someone, like it's not that you're less fortunate or something, but it's just like you have to work for it more than I do.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that's a bit iffy. Like they should do. It's madness. Like because like unless you have a rich family, or unless you're considered as a poor family, but like if you're in the middle, that's where it's like I think it's the very like sticky point, because you're expected to have the money, but you don't have the money because you're like the working class. But so that's like the toughest. In this world, boys, you're either poor or you're rich. Like, being in the middle class is tough. No. Oh, sorry. Okay, boys, we're getting off topic.
We're getting deep there.
What do you think the benefits of like college, like being in college, like?
Right. So there's a few benefits. Obviously, friends. You see them flat out all the time. You know, doesn't matter if you're commuting, you're not commuting. Yeah. They will be
5 days a week. They're gonna be there for you.
They'll be there. The weekends, you're on your own.
True.
It's like good education. Like, you know, education's out there. As I said, like if you're looking to get educated or if you're looking to further yourself, like it's out there. Like so that's good for that too. Going out, obviously, like nights out. Whatever you want to do, like it's cool, like yeah.
See, I think in a way I came to college like I wasn't too fond on doing my course. Like I was like, I can go through this and just get by, and I have been getting by just doing the bare minimum. Yeah. But I came more to like make connections.
Fair, yeah.
From the all of last year, I've made like a lot of connections, like through like my videography business. And like doing like YouTube videos for other people and music videos, and like I've just made such a connect. And then having like yourself, like he's a main character, main character in the vlogs now. So like I think it's a good way to really branch out, and like definitely. Also, it's a way to like find yourself, like in a way. Did you get me? Like that's a why. It's a way. No, it's a way to find yourself and like just be open to like who you are, because although people like might see and like, oh, this guy's weird or whatever, but like you're more comfortable in your own skin because loads of people are actually coming out and being themselves now. So I think that's like a big bonus for going to college. Like I think it's a really good way. What do you think?
Like man, I agree with you completely. Like I feel like compared to like last year, basically, like I see like a lot of people this year, they're a lot more like comfortable like in groups of people.
Yeah.
You know, so I just feel like it is working out. You know. It is,
And sorry, what was I gonna say? What do you think? I was planning on dropping out of college because I haven't moved up yet, so it's very.
It was
Yeah,
you were on the edge. Like,
I'm very on the.
I was on the edge for a while,
Yeah,
but I fell off the edge.
bro. I'm low key hanging on. I'm low key hanging on. Like, my hours this year are so bad. Like, even though it's 12 hours, like I'm still on the spectrum. But from talking to a guy, like this is why I brought you on because I wanted to get your point. Dropping out of college, do you think it's a good idea?
It's a very sensitive topic for Matti, so just give him a second.
I'm trying to give you the best answer possible. It depends on the person. For me, it was good for my mental state, but then it was also bad for your
pocket.
Yeah, well, it's a hard question because after college, like I was kind of, it was rough, like not seeing everybody all the time. Like I was still coming up and down because I had the car or whatever. Like,
sorry to cut you off. Even like during the breaks. And you're not around the people, like it
it
is kind of lonely or something like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're not used to being on your, even though you have friends back home or whatever. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
no.
carry on.
Yeah. For someone who really, really doesn't like what they're doing, like I just didn't like the course, like, and hanging on for the extra stuff in college is good for a while, but it's like if you know that you're not gonna finish it, like, I mean, there's always something else out there. I just kind of I felt like I maybe wasted a little bit of time extra on it, but like I met so many good people, like met so many good people. So I mean, do I regret dropping out? No, but do I regret, or would I have regretted not dropping out? Probably.
So, I get you,
do you know what I mean? I think I made the right decision.
Yeah.
So I'll find myself someday.
What do your parents feel about it? Because that's they're not my real parents, but like I feel like they'd have a lot to say about me dropping out. Like what did your parents think? They like.
As long as I'm doing something and I'm happy, like they really
they didn't. Also, like so they did kind of support you.
Oh yeah, completely.
You're a disgrace. You were meant to be a doctor.
Well, that's what I would have got if I ever decided to just like not bother coming back into college because around where I'm from, basically.
You're from Mongolia, right?
Shut the fuck up.
See, this is the joke we have. Actually, let me just explain that real quick.
Right, go on.
So when I first, when Clement first introduced me to himself, like we were bantering and whatever, and then like he came over or something like that, and then I was like, "Oh, where are you actually from?" Because I knew he wasn't like Nigerian because that's what like most people I know are from. I knew he wasn't Nigerian, so I was like, "Where's he from?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm Mongolian." And I was like, oh, so you're Mongolian. And then ever since, like, if you hear me on the vlog, I'm always like Mongolian. And he's just like.
That was a really good impersonation.
Yeah, he's just like.
Just the dead.
And his eyes like peel open.
Scream.
So.
Yeah. So basically, what I was saying was that like where I'm from, it's kind of like if you have education, it's like, oh my god, like you're something, in life basically. And it's like if not like a doctor, a lawyer, a surgeon, or like
engineer,
you're
a disgrace to the family.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you that before. Like I didn't think that because like I knew like a lot of black families kind of do the same thing, but I didn't know if like if
it was similar in like other countries.
Yeah.
But like, see. I feel like just like my family, because like my uncles, they're basically like big people, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, fair.
And it's kind of like since like we're like the first like male generation of the family, like since them, we have to follow up as well, and it's kind of like I really don't wanna like be up there, like you get me.
It's not for everyone. I get you.
It's tough at the top.
Yeah,
I know.
But African parents. Well, it's not even the African parents, but just black parents or something like that. They don't understand.
Asians fall into that category.
Yeah, Asians. I think Asians are even worse. Like to be honest.
100%.
But I don't know. Is that the same with white people?
No.
See.
Like, so like white people think like mayonnaise is spicy, like, you know what I mean? Like, we are a disgrace to ourselves.
Oh, goodness. Garlic
Mayonnaise is
mayonnaise.
spicy.
I don't take
I can't take it.
Where's the spice?
No, yeah, but like even my mother, she was iffy,
Yeah.
but like she hasn't been around like much. That's why I'm in like foster care or whatever. But so that's why I had more of a leeway. But like if I was living with her, I definitely would not be doing the course I'm doing right now.
All right.
I would be doing nursing.
Oh really?
Yeah, because my first option was social care,
Yeah.
and I did want to do it because like I was like, oh, I was in foster care, so I'd be able to like relate to like the kids more, and they'd understand me. Because I remember when my foster like social workers would come over, I wouldn't have a clue. They'd be like, are they okay? Are they doing that? I was like, shut up, like what are you talking about? Like
They wouldn't know.
yeah, they just wouldn't know
Yeah.
or understand. Like so, I feel like I'd be able to do that. Like
Okay. Yeah.
so anyway, I did it anyway. For my first year of college, and whoa, it was just tough doing the placements.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle it, bro.
Fair.
Like I just I was like, no, it's just not for me.
Like
and
you do meet like some. It's
You do,
like
yeah,
it
you
is
do.
tough. Like yeah.
And I was like, just it's not for me. Like I'm a bubbly person. Like I could be,
Yeah.
but like there's only so much I can take of downness,
Yeah.
and it will
yeah.
affect me then.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I just fair play to people who do this. I just like
because
fair
that's
play,
like a
yeah.
strong like.
it is.
yeah.
It is.
It's a strong role. Like yeah.
It's freaking difficult. Man.
And then at that stage, I was still making like Instagram videos and stuff like cringy ass Instagram videos. You've probably never seen
No,
them.
I've
before.
never seen them.
Yeah,
No, I have seen one.
yeah. I think you've seen a few. Oh, bro, they're so cringe. But yeah, then I was like, I got into more YouTube, and so I found like I'm filming theater now, so I found what like
Found,
I
like,
want
a
to.
Found his passion.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
You found yourself.
Very
College.
Got it.
Very. Lesson of today, people.
Yeah.
Go to college.
Even if you don't like college.
Pay $6,000 just to find yourself. Okay. Right. So we'll just take a little break from like just to talk and introduce the segment into the vlog. Second one. So it's called hypothetical questions, right?
Oh.
Right. The first one, right? Stop smacking your lips. Stop smacking your lips. Right. Okay. So the first hypothetical, I'm gonna ask you first, Matti, because you're the guest, right? So the first hypothetical question, right? It's you,
Okay.
your mom.
Okay.
Your
I don't like where this is going.
it's you, your mom,
Yeah.
your wife, and your best friend,
Okay.
and your kid. Sorry.
Right.
I'm a kid. I'm a kid.
No, and your kid.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you've known your mom all your life.
Fair.
You've known your best friend since you were in 6th class.
Okay.
So all the way right through.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
you've been married to your wife for 3 years, and you have a kid that's 1 year old.
That's a strong marriage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good, strong, healthy family, whatever.
Okay. Yeah,
You're on a lifeboat.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Oh, I know where this is going.
someone has to go, but you can't go because you're the only one who knows how to work the radio to contact for help.
Okay, right. So I'm needed. I need to be alive.
You need to be alive, but you have to
Okay.
get rid of one person for the lifeboat, the lifeboat, to float. Who do you get rid of?
And do the others in the boat know this?
Yeah,
Or-
everyone-
okay,
everyone
everybody
knows,
knows this.
yeah.
Okay, right.
And you're the only one that can make the decision because you're the only one that can.
Do the okay, right.
Yeah.
So I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you say I was married to my wife for 3 years.
Yes.
So let's say put another 2 on top of that before we got married. So that's 5 years. I know this woman. Is that enough not to kill her? Well, you can't kill the child. He's a baby.
Okay.
My mom, no. This is so hard. Because what if not that it will, but what if this actually happens and I've already made my decision?
you
It's
made
like
the decision,
I'm going straight into this.
Like, oh wow,
Yeah.
look at this guy.
I suppose there'll be a lot of offering, oh, I'll do it, I'll jump out. But
Yeah, probably would, but
yeah, it
you still have to
probably.
make
If you
the
pick
choice.
someone, it's gonna like.
Well, if it was just my best friend with them, they would volunteer because they're not a member of that. Do you know?
Yeah.
They
You
would not.
think?
I think they would volunteer, and if
But
they
can't-
volunteered,
they can't volunteer.
they can't volunteer,
that's not part
okay.
of it. You have to make the decision.
Yeah.
okay.
This is harder. Like, they're not leaving cert right now.
Yeah.
This is harder to know who's this cert put
Okay,
together.
right. It'd probably have like, not in a bad way, like, but it'd probably have to be my mom, like, because she would understand, you know, if like, let's say,
is that what it is?
maybe like, I don't know, but like, not like maybe the child, you can make another child, like, so, but.
Oh, your firstborn though.
No, yeah, see, that's it.
The people would not like
Okay,
that.
Maddie,
One.
I'm
No,
giving
maybe
Maddie,
cut.
I'm giving you 30 more seconds to come up with an
Okay,
answer.
right.
No pressure.
I'm gonna say my mom.
Your mom. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I don't want to ask you why yet, but okay, Clement, what about you? Because you had time to.
Yeah.
The mother as well.
See how hard it is.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah.
I straight off, I think I'd go with my mom as well. Because I feel like she's lived the longest,
Yeah.
and like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
my
yeah,
first
yeah.
child.
Yeah.
My
You're
girl.
your best friend and your wife. Like, you guys are still young.
Yeah, still young. My girl, like, I'm obviously just found love
Yeah.
there, and then my boy that I've known for a long time that
Yeah.
we've been through, like, whatever.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
he's still
yeah.
my boy at that stage,
Yeah.
like, so, like, I think it'd have to be my mom.
Which is going to be
Okay.
heartbreaking, to be honest.
It'd be tough. Like,
Because-
Oh,
it'd be a tough thing
yeah,
to do.
yeah.
Very tough. Like,
But like either any of them, like, you know,
Yeah.
you couldn't just.
you could like, I mean, you
If-
couldn't throw a baby over the
Yeah,
board.
you
Like, you couldn't
couldn't,
do
yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah,
but yeah.
That's
it's a sticky one. There. Okay,
that's a
alright.
horrible. That's a horrible.
Second one,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Would you? Sorry. Would you want someone exactly like you, to be on the jury of your trial? If you were on trial, like
Ooh.
Yes.
you would.
Yes.
What about you, Maddie?
Yeah. But wait, yes. If do I know that this person is like me, or are these just like
You don't-
because you don't know the
You
people on
don't
trial.
know. at
Okay,
all,
you
yeah.
don't
So
know them.
Would
Okay,
you
right.
want someone exactly like you for whatever? I
Yeah.
don't know what we can't say what you've done or like whatever, like what you're on trial for. But would
Okay.
you want someone exactly like you on trial?
See, that's a hard one because it depends what it was. Like, if it was anything, I'd be more like drawn to one side. If it was something like really bad, like, but on the other side, I would say yes. I would say yes because I can see like, I feel like I can see the good in people too. So
Okay,
maybe,
like
yeah.
you'd want
Yeah.
yourself 100%.
50-50. Like yes and no, but like mainly yes.
Why?
Like, you know, as Maddie said, you know, I'm open-minded basically.
Mm.
You know, like I can make my own like judgments, and like I'll be able to be like, you know, like tell.
Yeah, I get you.
So like I just feel like
I'm a judgy person, but I don't know if I'd like to have myself
yeah,
as
you're a bit of a fucking
yeah. I don't know. Like, it's a sticky one. I was thinking about that before, because I wanted to have answers for you, but I just couldn't think of one. I suppose, like, I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have myself on it. Being realistic, don't know about that.
yeah. Because it's a bit of an ass, to be honest. It's a bit of an ass.
Ass.
Asshole.
I am one of the nicest people ever.
Cut.
Got the cameras. No, honestly, I actually do think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're a nice guy.
Like, I actually do think I am. Like, no, I'm a sneery
yeah,
person that
yeah,
I'll roast
yeah.
you
Yeah,
till you
yeah.
cry. But like, if you need my help,
Yeah,
like
you
want
got
me-
you.
I got
that
you.
In
100%.
all fairness, right? I would have a friend who's constantly what is it?
like roasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simply because like I know like the friendship is real. You know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what's said.
Instead
I
of
guess.
you know,
Yeah.
like instead of like a friend who's like, oh hey, but like no like
Yeah,
real.
because
Like,
that's tiring.
yeah, you know, so it's
That
like
can be
every day,
tiring.
like,
Yeah,
oh my
that's
god,
true,
I have to be
yeah.
nice to you every day. It's kind of like
Forced
shut up.
forced ass conversations as
like,
well.
no.
Like,
Yeah.
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 No. Yeah, I think Manny's probably one of the nicest people I know as well.
Yeah, like the first time I met you, I was a bit like, oh
Yeah.
wow, you know, I was like, wow.
From like everyone in your group. You know, like, you know who I'm talking about though. Like, yeah, I would say Maddie is the nicest one out of the group. Just,
It warms.
I just don't think he's a bad like bone. Like, I've never seen it anyway, but I just don't think he's a bad bone in my body. And also, like, you are a nice person too.
Flashback, assume that he's home and you're blocking the view.
Yeah,
Can't see the
no,
elevation.
you actually
Can't see no innovation. Don't call me